Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play OmniFactory. So we are in episode 77 today, and you probably already saw it on screen, but I had gone ahead and made the fusion reactor computer Mark 1. Let's go ahead and get that quest. Kira, hello? Let's see, quest lines in game. Did I forget something possibly? Oh, I didn't. Okay, no worries. So yeah, I went ahead and made that off camera, and I wanted to get it all ready to go for the next episode. So I automated it in the assembly machine, which turns out, if I look at the recipe for this real quick. So this recipe requires 4 of these circuits. And turns out with the way that I'm automating it with the item lasers, you can indeed, you do indeed not have to worry about separate slots. I just made a pattern holder and set it to this pattern and it worked. So I'm assuming it put all 4 in one input bus, but I didn't watch it, so I'm not exactly positive on that. Regardless, we can go ahead and get our thing set up though. So we don't need to worry about... Oh wait, let me see something here. 2 fluid input hatches, 1 fluid output hatches, possible to use. Okay, so they don't specify. Let me try something, I'm curious. So there's that. And the output hatch, we'll see if this counts towards the credit. No, it doesn't. Okay, so they want us to make the ULV variants. Okay. No, you know what, let me do this. Put hatch. And I should already have... Oh no, I guess I don't. Okay, never mind. So I'll go ahead and do fluid input and fluid output. Right? And they want 2 input, 1 output. Something tells me though we're gonna need more. 2 fluid and 1 fluid output. Okay, never mind. They do say 2 and 1 is fine. Okay, so we have that. We do need the superconductor blocks, which, there we go. There's that. And why isn't it detecting the input hatches? Fluid output. Did I grab the wrong fluid in? There we go. Okay, so there's a quest. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this set up then, shall we? I think this is the bottom floor. So, if I turn around here, we have the fusion reactor room. And I kind of already set up a skeleton here, which leads me to my next experiment. Go ahead and break one of these blocks and replace it with a superconductor. Now can I... Oh yeah, I can. Yep, awesome. Okay, so I don't need to worry about having to put all the blocks down myself. Oh geez. Okay, get rid of that. And I think that's it. So yeah, this will be the basic bare bones of our structure, right? And now if I go to the fusion reactor controller, so we're gonna need 1 block in the middle, so that will go there. right? And just for my sake, let me bookmark this so I can easily access it. So we need output hatches and we need fluid input hatches. So we'll put our fluid input hatches and fluid output hatch. Okay, so there and there and there. Wait, what's that? Fluid output hatch, fluid input, fluid input. So what's this? Fluid output hatch. Okay. So I think we are good to go there. Wait, did I already screw this up? Output hatch, input. Oh. So the inputs are on the bottom, and the output is in the front. Yeah. So let me get that fixed up. Fluid output, okay. Now we should just be able to. Oh wait, I'm doing the wrong block. Get that back. Get that back. Okay. So we'll put those up there so they don't get mixed up. Now we have the casings. Okay. So we're going to go around and we're going to attach a casing to each side of the superconducting coil blogger. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. It's a bit late when I'm recording this, so words might not come easily to me today, which, you know, when do they? Okay, so I think I gotta look at the count, the thing again. So in the corner, I'm just trying to. Okay, so these input hatches are basically touching the coil. So in that regard, I'm probably doing this wrong, but we'll find out. Like that. And like that. And I think it's here. Wait. Yeah, okay, so these. That. Now put those up so I know where they are. And another input. Okay. And there we go. Now I should just be able to come back around and line these appropriately. Okay. Now for the inside. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's like footsteps going on down here thanks to the floor I'm on. Giving it that metallic sound. Oh, okay. I was like, did I miscount how many blocks I needed? Yay! First try! So as you can see, we have our fully formed fusion controller, or fusion ring now. Got our interface going on here. Idling, no power yet because we haven't given it power, of course. So yeah, now we have, of course, the inputs on each side here. Although what I might do is like something like this. No, you know what? Like that. And like that. Because what I plan to do is stack the reactor under another reactor. Or I might just dig down and put like a space between this reactor and the next reactor. Although, honestly, it would save a lot of resources if I use like this bottom row as essentially the top row of the lower ring, right? So I would put coil, 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 you know, under these blocks and go from there. But we'll see how it will play out. Nonetheless, we do have a fusion reactor now. And those are LUV inputs, right? So, in that sense, let's get a CEF for LUV. I really think we only need to power 4 of the slots. I mean, that's what I've done in the past. So we don't need to worry about every single other input hatch, you know? So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a lot of these because it will help us in the distance that we need to put the blocks. Because we're gonna have to split the cable around the ring so it goes to each of the hatches, right? And I just want to be sure that I'm giving my reactor enough space. So, because these two are angled at each other, I just need to put the one cable, and then come down here. Actually, how should I do this? I mean, honestly, I don't think there is a really good way to do this. I'll just do something like this. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, of course, now the other issue is figuring out how to wire. Actually, it shouldn't be too hard to wire the conduits down there. But we'll go ahead and just grab some conduits here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but make sure it works. And it's kind of silly that I'm grabbing Signalum right now, given that I'm going to want to upgrade it very soon. But I'll be doing that off camera, so no worries. So there's the elevator block right there. So what I want to do is come down here, and we will get some facades going, so that we can hide everything, right? I'll do one more. Okay, so we want up 3 over 5. Actually, how big is this room? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so it is 7 by 7. So that's good. Up 3, depth 10. Why not? And there we go. So we've kind of opened up this room a bit, but it's a bit dirty. I will get some decorations going on down here. Fix the floor, close off the spider hole. For the time being, I just want to get this somewhat incorporated, or somewhat situated, right? So I guess I'll just come down here then. So I'll do like this. Okay. What the? Oh, that was a creeper. Let me get my bow out here. Okay. Let me cut, and I will come back when this is all set up. All right. Be back shortly. Okay, everybody, I am back. So I hid the cabling and everything. So I also hooked up the CEF here. I think it's given enough time, it's filled up the internal buffer. So this would be ready to go for any fluid that we're gonna want to be fusing, right? So what fluid do I want to fuse, you might ask? Well, the first, actually, hold on, let me verify. Let me get that. Oh, wow, 250 pennies, nice. So the first fluid is gonna be called europium. Sorry, hold on. Oh, sorry. With the fusion reactor, you can make europium. This element is needed for making things in draconic evolution, as well as the fusion reactor computer Mark II and wetware processor arrays. Ooh, sorry. You can make it by fusing molten neodymium and hydrogen. Okay, so Packer, here we go. So as you can see, hydrogen, neodymium, and yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is set up the fusion reactor so that it will craft the fluid with a emitter controlling it. Now, neodymium, I have plenty of that. Right. So I guess neodymium is the only thing that I need to extract or have stock of, because hydrogen is pretty much in stock, I'll say that much. But the neodymium, what I want to do then is keep this in auto stock form. We may need to make, yes we do, okay. We'll need to make another another interface. Face, bus, card, and I don't have the cables on me, I never do. Okay, so let's get that set up. I'll put this right here, why not? So let me just say something here, 3999, okay. Is that on a priority? No, okay. So in here, like that, and 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. Neodymium. There we go. So now with the neodymium, now we just want to make an extractor. Let's see, europium. Am I gonna need a lot of this is the question. Let me look up something here. The europium is useful for plates, I believe, yes. So the plates will help us make the basic fusion crafter injector, which is from draconic infusion, right? Draconic evolution. What is going on with me today? And also needed for the Mark II, like the quest book said. Oh, as well as the wetware. So yeah, we're gonna want quite a bit of fluid. I'm thinking what I might do is, again, set this up to run overnight so it will smelt europium or fuse europium, and I'll figure out a number to make that much in ingots worth, and then I think from there we'll be good for a while at least. Okay, so neodymium. And what is the situation with the neodymium? Is that even... Why isn't it smelting? Okay, what? Storage bus. Storage bus. Excuse me? Excuse me? Okay. So why can't you see? Okay, there we go. I don't know. Weird. Works now, at least. Okay, so just gonna put that away. Grab some of that. Extractor. So emitter. Emitter. Need that. Oh, gonna need a controller. Now, I was thinking about this today, and this won't take place for a while, but I was thinking after I do beat this pack, and I'm talking like everything possibly done, like all the creative items, I might get into Project Ozone 3. Now, mind you, if I do it, I don't think I'm gonna be up for Kappa mode, because that is just too much level of insane, too many levels of insanity for me. But yeah, I will do Titan mode. I used to play Titan Ozone 3 a lot back in the day. Back on number 2. So I wouldn't mind playing Ozone again. But the third one this time. Okay, so right, import. I need some faces. Is there not a crafting terminal down here? I guess not. Interface, interface, interface. Okay. Take that. That. Where did I put it? There you are. Okay, so interface down here, right? And hide that. 6. Now, like before, we're gonna need to rotate the system. And there's the controller. Rotate it back. Okay. Fluid level emitter. Okay. So that is making... Oh, I didn't grab a bucket. That would help. Let me go ahead and grab that up. Bucket. Oh, come on. Over here, get the buckets. Set this to 64,000 millibuckets. Okay. And that's a wrong end. I'll do it from here. Fluid output, and there we go. That's making the neodymium. Why isn't it outputting? It is outputting. I don't have a fluid cell for this. Okay, let me do this. Because I don't need to have a large amount of space for just one bucket. I'm going to make a fluid cell that will have dedicated storage for this. In fact, I probably could have just gone with maybe a 4K cell. I don't know how much each cell holds fluid-wise, but no matter. We'll just grab this, grab the cell workbench here. Neodymium, okay. Okay, I guess there's no fluid in the system yet, so it will just go in here. And there we go. So now it's filling up. Neodim. Yep, okay. Good. So now we want a controller for the fusion reactor. A emitter. We want 2 interfaces. Actually, I think 3. And a bucket. No, hydrogen bucket. And the neodymium bucket is right there, so that's good there. Okay, so now we'll go down to the system here, and we are gonna put that there. And let's see, interface here, here, and there. Perfect, that will go right there. And I'll get coverage for this later. So that is turned on, so that signal is turned on, so this won't be on. So in that regard, we'll put hydrogen in here and neodymium in here. Okay. And we'll turn that back on. And now that is making it's making the europium, isn't it? Europe. No. What is it doing? Input. Oh, it is there. Okay. So that's going to store up. Now, wait a minute. I think I have an idea. Europium. Oh, I thought this would work. I might be thinking of the GregTech filters where I was able to drag it into the interface. I know Ender.io does that pretty well, but I also found out that the GregTech robot arm plus the filter combination does allow that too. I don't know if that's new or whatever, but it was a welcome change, to say the least. So I'm gonna get another 16K fluid cell here, and once we get a bucket's worth of europium, I will go ahead and grab it out of the system. You know what? I don't think that's gonna. I think I'm gonna need to get another 64 fluid cell. Oh, look at that! They're already there. Okay, so let me just do this because I already have a fluid cell in my hand. I'll go ahead and pop it in here, and that should populate our fluid storage system with some europium. Yes, there it is. So we got almost 3/4 of a bucket. That is going to take a while to fill up. We are coming on the end of the episode here. So, Europe. What I might do though is just pause it here, come back when it's at a bucket, and I'll set it up, and we'll end off there, okay? Be back shortly. Hey everybody. Oh boy. So we are back now. That was a weird intro for sure, but yeah. So let me go ahead. We'll go ahead and get this cell here set up to hold europium. Right. And so what I'll do then now is go to the fluid port here and make it so that is holding the fluid, and in it goes. So I think we're good there. Europium. Yeah, so we got, oh yeah, because I took the bucket. So before I put that back in the system, I'm gonna go ahead and set up the fusion reactor here, or the controller rather, to say stop at, so I'm gonna want, let's say I want 8192 ingots times 144. That's gonna be 1,000,000 millibuckets worth. So I'll just make a nice round number of 1,180,000, because what was it? 8,192 ingots times 144 millibuckets is 1,179,648. So I'll just do it this number and emit. Right? So that's gonna cook us up a lot of europium for sure. We only have like what, 7 ingots worth of stuff in here. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, let's just do 2,048 ingots worth of fluid. So I'll change that to 295K. Right. And then we'll go ahead and put this into the system. Come on. Don't know how. Oh, there we go. So if you ever need to put a fluid and there are just too many fluids to not click on, you just type in something in the terminal here and then you'll be able to deposit it. So now if I go back, you can see we have 1.7 buckets in there. Okay. Oh boy, we are at the end of the episode here. So I'm going to leave it off here. And I'll figure out what to do in the next episode. But in the meantime, I am calling it here. Hope you did enjoy. Please leave a like or comment down below. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.